Good evening, everyone. We're joining the match between Jamie Anderson and Mohamed Fawzi in the Paul Hunter Classic. It's the semi-final. We join it at 1-1, first to four. Cracking match in store. Looks like Mohamed Fawzi has the advantage in this third frame. Both players very adept in their snooker. Anderson hasn't had the greatest start to the season, but no doubt he will be in the mix as we move into the season as a whole. That's the plan anyway, I would think, with his team, but Fawzi in good form, already won a title this season, the very first one, the Kaspersky Masters. Looking for his second title of the season. (51-21), 30 points the difference, and he's missed that black. A chance here for Jamie Anderson. Table looks nice. As the black. It's confirming the score is 1-1. It was going to be a cannon on those reds. It was hard to avoid. He decided just to try his luck. He has the green now. Now, has he got position? Well, he's got a red into the bottom right. Got to get it right, though. I don't think it's in. No. So lost position there. Fawzi has the same red as a pocket. He's looking at it. Perhaps he can't get through to it. So, but if he has a path past that blue into the top right, then this should be a relatively easy shot. Both balls close together. Shouldn't be that difficult. Gets it, but doesn't have position. So Jamie can expect to come back to the table. He's looking at this pink, though. Will this pink go into the middle? It does. And that'll be a blow for Anderson. 58-33 now. 25 points the difference. That's 43 on the table. Now 35 on the table. If black goes in, he's on the red over the bottom right. So Mohamed Fawzi could kill this frame off. And Anderson will need to prepare for the next one. 2-1 down. Doesn't want Mohamed to win the next frame and only have one left. The pressure will build. Has Anderson got back some of his form that he's shown us throughout the past two seasons? This green ends the match, providing there's no foul of any kind on this shot. Which there isn't, so Mohamed Fawzi takes the frame and now leads 2-1. Mohamed Fawzi breaks off for frame 4. That's not a good break. That's not a good second shot from Anderson. He's left a red over the pocket there. Has the black into the bottom left, and a great opportunity to get a good set of points for this fourth frame and put more pressure, or give Fawzi a bit of a cushion going into the end game. There's always a chance that these two players could get a big break or have an opportunity and do some real damage and end the frame pretty early. And that's what both players will be aware of. And getting a few points on the board early on in a frame kind of alleviates that. Especially when the balls are clustered together as they are, and there's limited opportunity early on. Once they start spreading out though, so when it gets a bit more nerve-wracking, or players have to be especially careful not to leave an opening. And that looks like a good shot from Anderson. Safety is the key. Of course, obviously, once you get an opportunity, someone makes a mistake or can't get out of a good safety shot, then you have to have the skill set to make a good break and take advantage of any chances that you have. So it's good safety, then good break building, and Fawzi misses. Tried to skim one of the reds for a safety back down to the bulk area. Anderson has that red. It's not a great red. It's quite a difficult red. Need to be confident he can pot it. Otherwise, I'd play a safety shot. And that's what Mohamed Fawzi was trying to do. And it looks like he's got a good white there. Hits the green. And that's quite a good shot. There is a red on though. But again, there's a distance between object ball and the cue ball. And these shots are not straightforward. And attempting these types of shots a lot more risky and could leave the opponent in, and that's what they don't want to do. So just really depends how confident they are. And there we see nearly went into the reds there, and kind of a shot to nothing there, I think, from Mohamed. Tried the pot, but did it in a way where the white would hopefully go back down towards the bulk area. And that's another nice shot by Anderson into the very tight on the cushion there. It's a good shot. Very difficult to pot anything when the white is tight on the cushion, as you can see there. And Fawzi will be looking just to get that white safe in some way. He might choose to. He can't really put the white on the left cushion, the black cushion, because there's a red along that cushion. So he's just got to get the right pace and the right touch to get that white near the bulk area, but it's come out of the bulk area, and that's where Jamie has a chance now. It's still not straightforward. There you go. See, that's the problem. A half chance, really, that. To be fair, players should be potting those type of reds in general, but they're not. They're more riskier than others. And all that good work that Anderson did with the safety and gave him an opportunity, perhaps he should have continued with the control he had of the table and continue with the safety in that occasion. And I've said this many times before with Anderson, although you can't really criticise Anderson, not many people can, in terms of he's won 12 titles, so he knows what he's doing. But I think just in terms of the culture now, or the addition of a few more players and the improvement of players in general, you kind of cottoned on to what you need to do to win a frame. Anderson may be having to join or having to use his safety more than he may want to. Temptation is always there, of course, to go for that red and make that break there and then. But a lot of it is about patience and just choosing the right moment. And Mohamed Farsi now, 16 break. Mohamed Farsi certainly is capable of causing some real damage if you let him in with the table. And that's what Anderson's got to be wary of. Of course, he can do it too, but I would say Anderson might be more guilty of taking more risks than Farsi. It's all about percentages. He's got a tough brown here. He might try it for the bottom left and move the white into the reds. No, he went for the middle. Strange shot at that pace as well. And has he been lucky there? I think he may have. Anderson just seeing if that red will go through to the bottom left. So it looks, yes, as though nothing's really on. He's looking at that red. You might try a shot to nothing here if it does go through. It does go through and he's got it. Great shot. Wrong side of the blue. But it should be potable and should have he's got plenty of space to get that white back down into the table. It's going into the red, so no, he's just missed them. Oh, and that's a little unlucky there. He's got a red top of that cluster to the left of the pink. And he's got it into the middle. He's got the pink and he's got the black, so great opportunity here for Anderson. He can use the brown as well. That wasn't a great shot, to be fair. It has a red into the top left, top right. And he just wants to get it back into position. Oh, and he's missed the red. And that's through going out of position there in that black. Didn't get a good red for the shot after that black, and that's what's let Mohamed Farsi back in. So Anderson only has 18 points on the board. Doesn't even take over Farsi or put any pressure on him. It's all about unforced errors. The more errors you do, the more likely it is you're going to lose. At this, where we are now with the standard in OSC. Screw back here for the pink into the bottom middle after this red. There are two reds together. So it's not really straightforward here. He'll have to screw back, but avoid snookering himself on the pink spot. That's not too great. He has got it though. He can push that other red away and stay on for the pink. Oh, he's hit it a bit too hard there. Just a soft shot would have done, I would have said. Now he's got a difficult blue, but there is a red in the bulk area which he can glide onto. Or he's got the red at the bottom left cushion. It's been slightly gone a bit to the right of that red, so it's not straightforward this. And he's got to be careful of the pace of the white, not to go too far. And he's missed it. Anderson back in, 44 points to 18 in favour of Mohamed Fawzi. That's a good shot. Has pink or blue here. 3 open reds and 2 reds together. I might screw back here or push forward. Not too sure what he's playing for here. I really don't. He probably wanted to be not to the left-hand side of that pink. He's got the red, so wasn't able to get position. So a bit of an awkward table, and he's gone for a double. He did go for a double. Yes, he did. I'm having to kind of just revise. Did he do a double there at this point in the game? Of course, there is 2 more. His opponent needs 2 frames, but Anderson does tend to take some risks. And Mafazi tries a double, but and saying that, JMA may have tried a shot to nothing with his double, but obviously it didn't work out. Tried to get it behind the brown and the blue, and Fawzi did that as well, but he's missed, so Anderson gets a chance again. And misses, and has left a red on. Left a couple of reds on. And that was the type of shot that I suppose players feel they have to go for. It's there seducing you to take it. But there will be some people, some groups or commentators on the game that might say that Anderson needs to maybe take a few steps back and maybe be a bit more cautious and use his talent when it's absolutely there for him on a plate. But perhaps that's just not something that's in his DNA, as Fawzi takes a 25 point lead, 50 points. 59 points on the table, so the 2 loose reds are potable, and that would do enough to put a lot of pressure onto Anderson. No, he's missed the blue, and he's opened the red up. It was a nice shot if the blue would have gone in, but he decided to attack the red that was enclosed with the pink instead of concentrating on the loose reds in the top right hand pocket. And now Anderson has another chance. He's looking at the brown there. What was he looking for there? Seeing what type of a snooker it would look like. So that's a good shot. Decided to put the pressure onto Mohamed. and let Fawzi do the work for Anderson, rather than Anderson try to find or look for a chance or try and half chances. He's letting Mohamed Fawzi do the work for him, and to give him the chance to use his talent that we obviously have enjoyed throughout the last two to three seasons, especially. And he misses it. And he's not give Anderson a chance, so he has 4 points, but has the control of the table. Might try a shot to nothing here. Try and cut it in, or he could put Mohamed back in if he doesn't like the look of it, of course. Oh, this looks like a beautiful shot. What a shot that was. Fantastic shot. And look at that. Put Fawzi in with a lot of problems now. And there you go. He's kind of landed on his only saving grace, Fawzi's, is he's left Anderson on the cushion, but doesn't need to worry about position here, Anderson, because the blue is there waiting to be potted. So the pot on the red is made, and now he just needs to decide where he's going to pot this next red. Gives it a good hit to bring that white into the open, and now Anderson has control, but he's still behind, don't forget that. And the yellow is not really available, so again he's got to decide, does he want to pot the blue, or does he want to put Fawzi in a difficult position and force that yellow into an open position for a pot? And that's what he's done. So this is good play by Anderson, that he's seeing, that he's using this part of his game, using more of his match play skill set, and he's putting Fawzi in difficult positions. Fawzi's not on the table and potting balls, which he loves to do. If you can frustrate a player like that, that is part of the game now. And that's a good shot by Fawzi. Very good shot. Gets out the snooker. The yellow is not obviously potable, but a good opportunity here for a snooker as well. If you can get this right, just push the white forward, send the yellow back up the table for a snooker behind that blue. He's just not got the right angle for it. Pace is okay though, and it's safe on the cushion, but kind of balances out the control of play at the moment. Fawzi has maybe a slight advantage in terms of having control. And that's a bit too thick there by Fawzi. Didn't get that right. So Anderson here has a pot or a snooker. The green's not in a great position, so potting the yellow doesn't necessarily give him a great advantage unless he feels he can get to the green. So he's decided to play the snooker again. And it's worked for him so far, so why change it? And this must be the third or fourth snooker now Fawzi's been in the last few shots. So this is great stuff by Jamie Anderson, a great response. Needs this frame. He is behind, so he needs to be careful. Any kind of mistake at this point of the match, at this frame, could be the end of the frame. Obviously, that green is in slight difficulty. The pink is not as easy as you would like. And that's a nice shot. Now, can Anderson, he can't see the yellow. So Mohamed Fawzi is doing quite well in terms of responding to these snookers, and it's worked out for him now as Anderson was putting a snooker himself. I mean, obviously we don't know if Fawzi meant to put him in a snooker. He didn't say hand up or anything like that, but obviously you can kind of dictate or kind of suggest to the balls where you'd like the white to end up when you're trying to get out of a snooker in terms of pace. You kind of envisage where the white's going to hit the ball you're going for, and you hit it at a certain pace. If it does follow through and hit the ball as you intend it to, and you can kind of guide where the position might land. It's very difficult, of course, but you have to have a good knowledge of the ball, of the physics of the game. And Anderson has a chance here. Not a good shot by Fawzi after potting that yellow. So 40 points, 13 points the difference now. 13 points behind, 22 on the table. Straight hit from the brown into the top left. Not an easy blue this, but has a good position to maybe move on for the pink. No, he's missed it. And he's left it over the pocket. He's left the blue over the pocket, so he didn't really think about that enough, I would say. Anderson could have hit it softly, and if it would have missed, it would have just gone safe, but he hasn't. Maybe he tried to put it behind the pink, but that was too much of a complicated shot for that to work out, unless he'd practiced it. And now Jamie Anderson needs snookers, well, one snooker. So this pink is not potable. Now Anderson needs a snooker here. He doesn't want to pot this, of course. He just needs to try and keep the pink safe until he gets an opportunity for a snooker. And a chance here for Fawzi. So good signs from Anderson. But Fawzi is a very good player. On paper, probably slightly ahead of Anderson. So this is what Anderson needs to think about. So Fawzi takes the fourth frame and now has a 3-1 lead. So one more frame needed. For Fawzi to go into his second OSC final this season. He's already won the Kaspersky Riga Masters. But only managed to get to the quarterfinal stage of the World Open. And it's all or nothing now for Anderson, all frames needed. And it'll be interesting to see how he does it. He tries the red, and he's got a flute there. He shouldn't stop his natural game, of course, but obviously it's a balance between taking on the shots and the decisions about whether to take a shot on or not, or where it's best to just wait and be patient. And as a red into the bottom left here, no, black's not available, but you can play with the pink. It's a bit too straight to create any chance for any reds to the left of the pink. And you have to move up to this loose red near the green. Oh, and he's missed it. And he didn't have any colour. There was no colour available if should the shot have gone in, that's an interesting shot. Snooker would have been the obvious shot there behind the brown. Forsey has 2 frames distance between him and Anderson, so this is another part of the game that's quite an interesting factor. You have, if you have a lead, you'll slightly more have more freedom to try risky shots, and this is what JMA doesn't have. JMA has to be absolutely on the money with any kind of shots he tries, because any mistake and Forsey can take advantage of it. And he hits the corner of the top middle there, but don't think he's done any too much harm. Don't think there's anything really on for Forsey. There's a red that he was looking at there into the left, and he might feel he can take this on because, like I say, he has got a lead, so he might try it. Whereas if this was Anderson taking the shot with two frames behind, then it definitely wouldn't be a shot he should be trying. And he hasn't tried it. Forsey, he's played it safe. And if you do kind of open up a bit, if you've got a good lead or if you've got a significant lead, and you try a few shots, it might go against you. You might give your opponent a few chances and give them a chance to scrape one back and give them a bit more confidence. So it's all about the psychological aspect of the game as well, of course. And Mike Mora has joined the audience along with Christian Eisenhut. Those two should be playing their quarter-final at some point before the end of Sunday. The winner of that will play Alan Lockett in the other semi-final. Raphael Hagen, who lost to Lockett, also watching on. And Anderson's missed that red and he's left it over the pocket. Probably played it in a way hoping the red would just travel a little bit further along the cushion and not leave it open, but he has. Fazi on the table. 13 points he's made so far after that chance from Anderson. Left the red on the top right hand corner. He's left it at there. So 13 from that. So all to play for in this frame. And Anderson, looking at this long red, he could play a lot of top in it and send the white into the bulk area if he's going to try it. No, he's just going to play it up into the bulk area along the cushion. Caution is the main word Anderson needs to remember. So safety battle begins, and this is a tempting shot, and the only reason, or should only try it if you can play it as a containing shot or as a shot to nothing. That's a good shot. Probably didn't even try to pot it. We didn't have the angle to do it as a shot to nothing. Farsi sends the red into the bulk area. Cluster in the black area doesn't offer any obvious chances, only into the middle pocket, really, top middle. Anderson has an angle here to move into the reds. Oh, he's missed the green though. So perhaps, I don't know if it's anything psychological or he's just not got his form at the moment. Word has gone around that he did a 1-3-3 earlier. That doesn't necessarily mean he's on good form, especially in tournament situations. Playing a tournament match in OSC, for example, is different than playing a casual match. Oh, apparently that was wrong. That was just fake news from Vesna. Hamid on the table now. Negotiated a chance here. 8 break. Follow through for the black here. If he gets an angle to move into the reds, he has no other options after this. Certain other characters within the Flash snooker community spreading rumours that are not true. Probably a Brexit voter, but that's just speculation. Now, can he get no, he's not. He's decided not to go for it, so that's interesting. It was a bit of a bad angle anyway, so it's not actually that difficult to predict he would do that. That leaves Anderson with, well, he's going the way of where the blue is. He's got possibility of hitting a colour here, and he's left it on. This is it. This is where this snooker's come in, and that shot by Farsi behind the green has set him up now for possibly the kill. A bit too far though for that black. This could be interesting. The result of this shot here could look good. And it's in. But he's not on a red. So maybe he has a double. He could try a snooker here behind the green again. Or make it very safe and not give Anderson anything. He's gone for the double and he's not got it. So Anderson now, there's a red into the top middle or containing shot. He could play the white towards the black, put the white against the black. No, he's potted it. So he has the black now. 30 points to Fawzi, 20 points to Anderson. $67 on the table. Good shot on the black there by Anderson. Perfectly on the red. Now he'd be looking here to, well, he's on the black, but he'd be looking to get some kind of position. He's got the green straight into the pack. He's got two loose reds that he can play for, but that green, no, would be a perfect opportunity to open those reds up, and the pink and the blue. But I think the angle was just a bit too unsecure for him to try, especially maybe a bit tentative about the situation in terms of his confidence. Good red though into the top right. Good angle here to get position on this red. You can get down, well, there's a number of options here. You can either go down for the black, or has he got an angle here? He's just going to put it behind the brown. He's going to touch it behind the brown here. And that's perfect. It's a good play there. Good match play by Anderson. So Fawzi now obviously has to hit the red, but also has to do it so he doesn't open it up for Anderson. This is a good game. It looks good. Now, has he fouled or not? The app says he has, and the red is on. So a chance here for Anderson, 17 points in front. And if he can just get this frame, it'll give him more confidence. He's decided to play a snooker here as well. So really making Fawzi work. He's saying to Mohammed, if you want this match, then you're going to have to work for it. Don't think I'm just going to give it to you. And Fawzi gets out of the snooker, but where's the red? And it's perfectly there for Anderson to take advantage of now. So a good shot choice by Anderson before this one. Oh, he's got the pink. And again, it might be a choice of should he snooker behind for the yellow or take the pink. He's not really got a great angle, but if he's confident of the pot on the pink, then it will take him to the yellow. So to a point, he's decided to snooker again. So very similar to the frame beforehand. As we move into the end game, Anderson behind. Well, sorry, Anderson playing snookers and being quite cautious. But this time he's in front rather than being behind. So you'd have to say on paper that Anderson is the slight favourite for this frame. So at the moment, it can all change, of course. Fawzi misses, doesn't get the hit on the yellow he wanted. Now, Does this yellow go behind any of those colours in the black cushion? No, it doesn't. So Mohamed Farsi has a chance here. Good opportunity to make a snooker for himself. Anderson maybe a little frustrated there about not getting the white behind the brown. He's taking his time. It's going to be a slow shot here, I think. No, and that's not a great shot. Chance here for Anderson on this yellow. Now, has he got position to pot the green? He hasn't, so he's going to put the white behind the blue. And I think Wayne Kent will be joining us. And I think Wayne Kent has joined us now as commentating on the match between Anderson and Farsi. Can you hear me, Wayne?
Yeah, mate. Match with him.
Jamie Anderson and Mohamed are playing a semi-final.
Right, just let me jump into that match as well.
As Wayne gets his technical, gets onto the match. So Anderson pots the green. Farsi couldn't get out of the snooker. So this is good play by Anderson. And what's this shot? Oof. He played the brown. I'm not sure if he wanted to do that, but he turned out quite safe. I think he played it a shot to nothing. That's quite a nice shot by Farsi there, keeping the brown safe. So Farsi needs a snooker, 2 snookers. As Anderson sends that brown towards the pocket. And Wayne Kent joins the match now. Can you see the match, Wayne?
Evening. Well, what score is it?
It's 3-1 to Mohamed Farsi. And it looks like Anderson's got this frame, so it's going to be 3-2. It's first to 4. Anderson's been playing very cautiously in these last 2 frames. He's kind of realised that you can't really play risky shots. And it looks as though Anderson's got this frame, to be fair. It's just a matter of whether Mohamed Farsi can get any, or Mo can get any snookers. Which he's capable of doing. Try to move the brown towards the pink and black there to create an opportunity for a better snooker.
Look at your message, Al.
Where?
In the rabbit.
No. Not today.
No.
No. When did you? When did it? When was it on?
Early yesterday.
I was around because I was doing something, so I did have it on. Kind of just waiting for it to come on, but I got something else was on when I was expecting it. So Anderson gets that fifth frame, so it's 3-2. And Anderson now just needs to play containing snooker like he has done. There's only one away now from Fawzi, though. Fawzi will feel a little bit of the pressure. And we'll just take a short break. We'll just a short silence, and we'll be back quite shortly. Won't be a moment. So we're back live. 6th frame of 7. And Anderson's pulled one back, so it's 3-2. He points to Fawzi. It's all about safety here. Doesn't this red on the bottom left-hand cushion is on. There's no real danger if he misses it, to be fair. There's no, well, there was actually, sorry, I'm just saying what I meant was there's no real colour. But it'll give him an opportunity to play safe and maybe try a snooker and put the white on the bolt cushion and make it more difficult for Anderson and increase the pressure. That's the whole game, name of the game, to find an opening, and to do that you've got to make your opponent make a mistake, and something that Wayne knows a lot about, making mistakes. And Anderson's hit the blue there, so it's a good shot by Fawzi. Not really left anything on though. Mike Mora in the audience. And that's not a great shot. Fawzi has a chance here. Black's on, brown's on, blue's on, pink's on, yellow's on. So the reds are in decent positions. They're slightly clustered, but there's a few loose reds. He's gone for the brown. He's looking at red. Oh, he's just looking around what he's got. He's scoping it out, seeing what's available. Maybe a bit just too close together, really, to have many chances. So he's going to have to try and get position here on this. The red at the top of that cluster, just about, like going to the top middle. If you can just screw back a little bit here and avoid being snookered once the black is replaced. Oh, he's gone forward. I don't know what he was going looking for. Do you know what he was playing for there, Wayne? I don't.
I think he didn't put enough on the shot. I think he was trying to come back across off the cushion for the red in the middle, but he knew he had options to play it safe as well.
Yeah, he could have maybe trying to go round the table, but a bit more harder than he expected. But strange shot that for me.
It's a good save though.
Yeah. Where's that red going? It's not going in. I know that. A red into the middle here, Wayne. Now.
Yeah, he's got a couple of choices there. Red's the easiest one though, to the middle.
Will he screw back or will he go forward for the pink or blue?
Well, he's having a think of that, as you said. He's looking now at the options for position, which, you know, I'd put top on it, try and bring it round off a couple of cushions.
Yeah, I think I would do what he's doing now. It's more straight up. As long as the white doesn't go straight into the pocket, he's got a slight angle. Then go up into the bulk area for blue or pink. Oh, he's missed it. Let's just see if the app confirms that.
He's got away with it. Oh no, there's this one here. Sorry, I missed that one.
So Anderson in play now. And is the table slow for you, Ray?
No.
It's stuttering at all?
No.
I'm just gonna, on my side, I'm just going to quickly refresh it, guys. Oh, Anderson's missed the pink.
Oh, dear.
And he's gone into the pocket. So I'm just going to quickly refresh this. It should only take about 7 seconds. As we get back, so Fawzi just taking his next shot and playing a containing shot. So Anderson doesn't really cause too much damage in terms of giving Fawzi a chance. We're back to the safety battle. It's pretty clear based on the frames that I've seen from frame 3 onwards, that Anderson is not on his full form at the moment. And he's a lot more wary. Obviously, Mohamed Fawzi is a very difficult opponent. He did demolish Ronnie Temple, so to speak, in terms of frames. But obviously, this is a different kettle of fish. And while he wasn't favourite to win the match, Anderson, there is pockets of play that I've seen that show he's not really on his full game at the moment. But the game is still available.
Good shot then.
Good safety there, containing shot from Anderson, using the white in the bulk area. And it's caused problems for Fawzi, who puts it in the pocket. I don't know if I would take this on. Would you, Wayne?
The thing is, it's leaving it to Mo, innit, who's very good at these soft drop shots to get onto the cushion out of colour.
Oh, I don't mean giving it. I just mean playing safe, which he looks as though he's doing.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Are you eating chocolate there?
A Star bar.
I can tell by how you're eating. It's something chocolatey.
Well, this looks a good shot.
That's not too bad. Tight on
Quite fortuitous with a kiss, but should be enough to keep it safe.
Mm-hmm. If the pink wasn't there, I think it would have gone to the pink, the yellow, and been on the cushion anyway. But just a rolling shot here from Mohamed. He'll try the pot and just take the white down, but he's hit it a bit too hard, I think, and he's left it on for Anderson.
There's options now. He's having to think about that.
Question is, again, it's like the shot before. He's tried to move the black. That's quite a nice, clever shot there, if that's what he meant.
I think he did. There's nothing else he could have meant.
He could have possibly gone forward up into the bulk area for the blue, but
that was a great shot, that.
But he kind of created something out of nothing there, really. And he's perfect on the black now, so this is a good chance for Anderson here. Just got the black to play with, though. Bit of a sharp angle here, though. Needs to maybe come round for off 2 cushions and go for the red in the top left. And he's missed the black. He'll be disappointed with that. So Fawzi has the table, has control, has a frame more than his opponent Anderson tonight. Needs one more. Pots to red, has the black. It's 12 points in front. Wayne's at his star bar. It's all happening tonight, guys.
And Ross just texted me on that chat saying that shot Jamie's just on was holes, and I agree.
Where?
On the table chat.
I can't see that.
It's no when he privately sends you the chat.
Oh, right, okay. So Fawzi.
And he sent one again. One hole on pink, the other on black. I think he means I.
Fawzi gets pots to black, has 3 open
some broken
reds.
English there from Rafa Alhagen, but still more sense in English spoke over than Alan Lockett.
I love the way you say Rafa, like you know, like it's romantic. Rafa. Mohamed Farsi going through to the final of the Paul Hunter Classic?
It looks like it at this point. If he can get position on this black, that's all he needs, this red and black, to leave Jamie bottom snookers. It's a lovely shot.
You cannot leave Mohamed Farsi in a position like this with reds, open reds and colours. It's just not a done thing. It's just... But Jamie's played pretty well in stages. I think he understands what he needs to do now. Whether he would be able to overcome this had his form been strong, and as it has been in the past, who knows? But Mohamed Farsi is a very strong player. He beat me 3-0 last night in about 15 minutes in a friendly.
Not hard about that.
Sorry?
Nothing hard about that.
So that's the end of the frame, as barring any foul on this shot. So Jamie Anderson goes out in the semi-final. It's better than he has been so far this season. But unfortunately, this tournament is the lowest tournament in terms of money earned. And he'll only earn... He'll go into the third place playoff and potentially could win £7,250, but it's not going to really make a dent
in Monopoly money.
In Monopoly money, yeah, in virtual cash. Well, that's it. Mohamed Farsi wins the game 4-2. Unlucky there to Jamie Anderson. I know you didn't see much of the match, Wayne, but before we go, just give us your kind of analysis of what you've seen so far and how you see the season going forward.
Well, like you say, on his day, you give him a chance, and it's very rare he'll slip up with that chance. JMA, very unlucky. Who's Mo got in the final?
Is Mo's in the final?
Who's he playing?
Mike Mora is playing Christian Eisenhut in the quarterfinal. The winner of that will play Alan Lockett in the semi-final, and the winner of that will play Mohamed Farsi.
Well, good luck to both. I'd say at this point, though, Mo's favourite.
I can't disagree with you there, Wayne. And Wayne is very rarely wrong. We all know he's got knowledge that no one else has. So we'll just...
Thank you.
We'll kind of leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Unlucky to Jamie. Good luck to Mohamed. Jamie goes through now to the third place playoff, and Mohamed goes through to the final. Keep playing snooker, guys, and until the next time, au revoir.